All right. Hey. I appreciate you for coming for this interview. Thank you very much because this helps other people know how to succeed out there. So we're gonna go through, talking to people and seeing how we can help. First of all, my first question to you would be, where were you at before you met me?
Okay, thank you so much, Gladys, for having me. It's a great opportunity, and I really appreciate, the opportunity to share my testimony. I was struggling with getting a new job because I had just finished a previous contract, which ended where I was doing a trainee role. And so the period of finishing that contract and getting a new one, it was kind of a lonely place, not knowing where the next one is going to come from. I had applied a few times, but you just get that rejection and it hits you sometimes. That's where I kind of was. I needed to find a new job. And also, a lot of people just say, oh, you need to have like certification. And I knew that I didn't have one yet, but I had in mind to go for the cyber security plus training, the CompTIA A1. So that having the certification and just going through the training and prepping for it and finding a new job, that's where I was when before I met you.
Yeah, that's a lot, getting those rejection emails. It's
Yeah,
it's hard, to just continue doing it. But I always tell people like consistency is key. If you don't do anything, don't expect anything, and no one has a job out there waiting for you. You have to find it. So if you don't find it,
absolutely.
then you just sit there. So great. So next thing is, tell me a little bit about how has been part of this community helped you in your journey.
The community has played a big role in my journey. First of all, I I don't like studying alone. I like the environment where I can discuss with people, even if it's not like in a school environment. I do like school. One thing I struggle with is learning by myself, but sometimes that's the only option you have, right? However, having a community like this, where there are other cyber professionals who some of them are seasoned, some of them are also upcoming, some of them are intermediate, in the community, we share a lot of posts, we contribute, we engage, and we discuss cyber incidents and intels. That kind of really helped me a lot, keeps my mind fresh and sharp and, if you are in the cybersecurity space, you know that continuous learning is key. You have to be up to date with the latest cyber trends. So this community kind of helped me keep that intact.
Yeah. And what are some of the things that you did in the community or you did learn and be like, these things are really helpful. Like if I wasn't here, I wouldn't learn these things. Like tell me a bit about specifically some things that move the needle for you in the community.
One of the key things in the community that helped me a lot is joining the CompTIA A Security Plus sessions that we do twice a week. So, of course, I want to take the exam. I know there is a lot of resources out there, but it just makes a huge difference when you can study in a group and we share ideas. We'll kind of go through security questions. The summary of what I'm trying to say is how bad do you want it? If you want it, you're going to have to show up for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. A lot of people want the job, but they don't want to show up. And I'm like, it doesn't work like that. So you're totally right. You have to show up. Next thing is, what is it like working with Gladys? I think people want to know. Um, is it like easy, harder? Like how is that experience with me?
Hmm. I think working with you is very, very easy. And I can list a few things that I found very useful working with you. I do see a lot of passion to help other people in you. And I'm also like that, so I can relate. You were easy to talk to. You're not somebody who who is very difficult or unapproachable. Some people can be like that, but you were very easy to talk to. Sometimes we did talk on the DM as well. If I have questions and I need some clarity, you're always available to help. I think that's what makes this community stand out because you're always
Mhm.
available to help. Yeah.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I think the passion is key with everything that you do. Like I got into coaching without even having a goal for it. Like it was just God that directed me, like, this is what I want you
Mm.
to do. And so I feel like it's always like a calling every time I do it. It fulfills me. So I appreciate it when I see people like see the real me and the real passion that I have. And that really comes from the fact that I struggle to getting myself right. So
Mhm.
I'm sure you know my story. So I just try to give back where I can. So thank you for that. Um, then the next thing is, did you have any cyber certifications before you join us?
No, I did not have one, and I still don't have one yet. I do plan to take the CompTIA A Security Plus. That was my goal. Although I do have my first degree and I've just finished my master's all in cybersecurity. However, I know the importance of having certification, because most of the jobs out there, they do list like you have to have CompTIA A, Security Plus, maybe CISSP and all of that, CZIM. So during the time when I was job hunting and I kept seeing all the lists of certification they needed, that's what even
Mm-hmm.
prompted me to join the community because I know you, one of your posts, you talk about the Security Plus sessions that we do in the community. So I don't have one yet, although I got a job now without it, but I still have plans to take it in the next 1 or 2 months. I already have it in my calendar. I'm just still prepping towards that.
Yeah, and I know you're gonna get it, so that's not even a question. So
Cheers.
yeah, just keep working towards that, and it's gonna help boost your career more, you know. So that's the good thing. Tell us about that time where you were like, that time where everything clicked and you realized, oh, you know what, this is actually not hard the way I think. Like, I got this, like my job is coming. Like, when is that time?
So I feel like I knew the job would come just few months after I joined the community. I knew because now I started to build my confidence. I can answer interview questions with confidence and I can actually give examples. I think that's key. If you're
Mhm.
able to like answer an interview question and you're giving real world examples of that relates to the question, I think that puts you, you know, above everyone else somehow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So would you say that even if someone pays for coaching, like even paying for coaching, you still need other people around you, you still need that community aspect, or is it more like, well, I can do it on my own type thing?
Personally, I would say coaching is very, very important. You need coach in your life. It doesn't even matter how grown you are, what industry, what business. Everybody need a coach for guidance, for support. When you need clarity, you need a coach. But also being in the community is an added advantage. That's how I will explain being in the community. I do
Okay,
personally think that being in the community adds some value and advantage.
awesome. So let's talk about that's because all that's now almost in the past. So where is Stella right now? I think everybody wants to know what's up with you. Like, what job role did you get? If you mind sharing the salary or the range at least, so we know what we're talking about here, because we have dreamers out there. People want
Yeah.
to get those jobs, and we're doing this because we want them to see that it is possible, right? If
Mhm.
not, we won't be sitting here recording this thing. Like, it's all about encouraging other people that there's enough space in cybersecurity for
Mhm.
everyone. So you just got to wake up and put in the work. So in terms of where you are now, what job role did you get? And if you mind sharing the salary, if you don't want to share specifically, you can share the range. That's completely okay as well.
So My job role is ISP. ISP stands for Information Security Professional, and my role is IT Security Officer. So that's it.
Great, great. Congratulations on that.
Thank
Very,
you.
very proud of you. Now, is there any other advice that you would like to give to anyone out there in terms of what they need if they wanted to get into cybersecurity?
Yes, my advice would be make the step, take the step to, join the community, get to speak with Gladys as your mentor. I believe she's a great mentor to support you. You will never, never be alone in this journey. It's lonely if you're doing it by yourself. But if you are doing it with somebody who is guiding you, supporting you, even if it's just no question is silly for Gladys, even if it's just any question at all, you just need clarity from. It's just a DM away. So my advice is take this step, make the contact, and you'll be one step on your way to securing your next role.
Awesome, awesome. So, I believe that's pretty much it, unless you have anything to add. But I think last question is more, so if someone is still on the fence of joining this program, what would you say to them? Let's say it was your friend who wanted to do something like this. What words of encouragement would you give them?
I would encourage them to at least join the community, because when you join the community, you get opportunity to listen to people's testimony, how they started, where they're at, their journey, their struggle. We learn from from people's experiences, and that I think that will help you decide. And just being in the community helps you build your confidence. It doesn't matter where you are, even if you're actually transitioning from another industry to cybersecurity industry, it doesn't matter. Everybody's welcome in the community, and everybody gets the help that they need.
Yeah, everything clicked. Awesome, awesome. Well, Stella, I think this is the end. Thank you very much for taking your time out to be here with me and help other people. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you as well for all your help. This would never be possible 100% without you.